fewer than 19 persons have been confirmed dead after bandits invaded Kutimeshi community in Benengwari area of Kaduna State. The bandits who attacked the community on Saturday operated for 2 hours as they shot indiscriminately at residents of the community. A resident of the community who confirmed the attack to Sahara Reporters said several calls to security agencies were unattended to, leaving the people at the mercy of the bandits. He said only a few volunteer vigilantes responded to the emergency calls after the bandits had retreated to the bush. Basha Lawal, who narrowly escaped death, said early Sunday morning 19 people were confirmed dead, while several others were injured and many people still missing. Those killed are set for burial. We called several times for security reinforcement, but only a handful of volunteer vigilantes came after the bandits had retreated to the bush around 7 p.m. yesterday. In recent days, armed bandits had displaced thousands of people from different communities in various parts of Benengwari local government area of Kaduna State. The State Commissioner Ministry of Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Aruwan, confirmed the incident on Sunday. He listed the names of people killed as Malan Sani, Barume Yaya Bello, Amadu Dankura, Samela Niga, Jamilu Haruna, Lawal Majiya, Dan Malam Rabu, Dauda Kafinta, Hassan May Mikani, Basha Haruna, Lawal Ali, Muzwa Haruna, May Unguwa, Saudu, and Harisu Bako. He added that those who sustained injuries had been taken to a neighboring state closer to Kutmeshi for urgent medical attention. Arua said some shops were also looted with valuable items carted away. Some of the injured persons have been moved to a neighboring state closer to Kutmeshi for urgent medical attention, while others are in transit to an orthopedic hospital in Kaduna. So far, only 14 corpses have been recorded from Kutmeshi. The Kaduna State government will provide updates on any emerging developments. This comes barely 3 days after 6 persons were burnt to death during a bandit-induced auto crash in the Benengwari local government area of the state. So this is what it's all about. You know, it will happen like that. The government will mention the people that were affected, and that's all. Another day it will happen, another day it will happen. Nothing is gonna be done. So what effort are they putting together? You see that security people are really scarce in that region. But where you see that there's no tension like this, apart from the herdsmen that are ravaging this place, we have isolated cases of crimes here and there, but not the coordinated one that these herdsmen and these bandits are involved in. You see that when it comes to especially Southeast, we have just enough floating all over the place. They don't even know what to do just because of hype up. But see where this kind of a thing has been happening on a daily basis. You see, they called the security people, they couldn't come. If not because of the vigilante, do you know that it would have been worse than that? The volunteers that came out, it would have been worse than that. A lot of people are missing. How can someone be living in that kind of environment? El-Rufai will not say anything, no. All of them, see what is happening there. They won't say anything. All the groups that are always coming out to say one or two things when it comes to their people committing crimes in other regions, they won't say anything now. You will not hear them, because by now, had it been this kind of a thing happen in the south, you begin to see different, even the ones Arewa this, Arewa that, Arewa whatever, different Arewa that you'll be hearing the groups. Like seriously, all the professors will be talking. All the governors will be holding meeting upon meeting. But see what is happening on a daily basis. So what are they going to do for this kind of a thing not to happen? You know, it has happened. You know, it's just a normal thing. It's just a normal thing. And there's nothing in line that will suggest that, oh, these are the things they are doing to make sure that everything is over. I think this is still happening after the Gumi, the Sheikh Gumi, who is now, his problem now is a IPOB. Now he said, how are you now handling the situation in that place now? You said the Igbo leaders should do this. These people are peaceful. They don't. Apart from the only crime being committed in that place that is very, very disturbing and alarming is the S-men, and they have chased them out. So you people, you are the ones dealing with yourselves over there, and you are comparing them with IPOB. And how many days ago he has been visiting these bandits? So why again? Why again? Like we said, that this peace, whatever that is having with all these people, the missing, is not going to work because the government, some of the governors had started it and some of them withdrew because it's not yielding any positive results. After they have paid them, they have done this, they have done, and yet it still continues. Instead of them to tell governor, the president or the government what to do, is the Gumi attention now is now focused on IPOP and Nnamdi Kanu. They are the ones causing problem. So this one that is happening, counting dead people in their tens, in their 15, 20, like that, 30, like that, almost on a daily basis. Is this one not dividing the country? Is this one not destroying the country? And you are asking people who are saying, no, we don't want this kind of a situation in this country. Do you know that all the money we are supposed to be using for development is now going to be channeled to this insecurity of a thing, and yet there's nothing to show for it? And some people are saying that they are the ones who want the country to be one. Okay, what is now the problem? Who will want to stay in this kind of environment in the first place? So this is how you want everybody to just be in that Nigeria, and there is no progress, there is no development, there is no whatever you can just think of. No good thing that you're going to be hearing every day, every blessed day. There is no day you are not going to be hearing this kind of a bandit this in the whole of region. So what are you doing? You said the IPOB members should be handled, the leaders should handle them just the way you are handling these people. See the people you are handling, yet nothing, no. Yet nothing, 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 nothing. This is terrible. And what is the governor saying? No, the governor, what has he said? He has not said anything. He has not said anything. Oh my God, you can imagine. You will soon hear that the presidency is shocked for the killing as always. But he has not even said anything for some time now. The call for community security regime is long overdue. In Poland, municipalities have a robust municipal security arrangement. I wonder why it can't be replicated in Nigeria. Anyone that his or her hand on this killing in Nigeria will suffer, and his generation to come will inherit this. Okay. Stop sugarcoating them as bandits and refer them as terrorists. This is way out of hand, and drastic action needs to be taken every day. Drastic action. Action don't suffer. Action never moves from where it stands. They say it has to be taken. And the IGP just paid 2 billion naira for service elongation. How the mighty have fallen. Look at how Buhari just destroyed a once viable and progressive economy with his cluelessness and incompetence. Is a huge monumental and colossal disgrace. This is Nigeria where security has become order of the day. Insecurity has become order of the day. But see, some people are hoping on 2023 election. God have mercy on our children and give us Biafra. Well, they play games with human lives. Why now? Yes, they are still negotiating with them, and they still unleash their terror on unarmed civilians. Just imagine, but if in Biafra land, where there is no war, the so-called governors will invite them to come and place curfew while they are absent where there was war. Where there is war, it's very, very unfortunate, honestly. Just like I said, I've said it before, Nigeria is the only country policies is being played with people's lives because they don't value the people. They don't value them. If bandits can kidnap more than 300 students and went away with them on foot, they can even operate in Kaduna for 2 days without army intervention. Northern Nigeria is peaceful. Case closed. Everyone should just be prepared. I'm sure the next census will tell us the truth because Nigeria population won't be up to 5 million. So far I am concerned, North is peaceful now. After the meeting, the Northerners had with a bandit. Peace have been restored, and I want to assure Nigeria that we will continue to negotiate with bandits and we will continue to sponsor repentant bandits. Sarcasm. Oh my God. To think the army is down, is looking for Eastern Security Network. You can imagine.